All right, it's What's the Word TV, Bree Specific here with a very special live chat. Y'all know I told y'all I had something special. We got some dope things coming up over the summer with the Chicago Sky and the WNBA. So I thought it was right for me to bring the official home opening DJ on the chat so we could chop it up. I got Honeyluv in the building. What's going on, girl?
What's popping? What's good? What's good? Out here in LA, chilling. Can't wait to get to to Chicago this weekend.
Okay, guys, hopefully you bring that weather with you
Well,
because
no, it's kind of gloomy right now, so I don't know if you guys want that.
really, it's
Yeah.
literally like 80 degrees, then 50 degrees, then 60 degrees, then
Yep.
50 degrees. It's all over the place right here.
I know it too well. I used to live in Cleveland, so I know. I already
Yes.
know.
Okay, so you already know that Midwest
Yes.
weather is, and it's like June is like tomorrow. Why are we still dealing with cold?
Exactly.
It's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm assuming that you have been to Chicago before.
Yes, actually, this will probably be my third time going to Chicago.
Okay, and what I want to, because I love your story. Let's just start there. I love your story. I was like reading about you, and I was like, dang, I didn't even know she had all of this going on. But so you're a DJ, a producer.
Yes.
Um, you were in the Navy.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm missing something. Oh, you used to play ball.
Yeah, in college.
What? What kind of stuff?
I went to Cincinnati just for like not even a full year because I had tore my ACL for the second time in the same leg. And I was like, you know what, this is just not going to work for me. So
Oh,
I was just like,
dang.
it was done.
Dang. So how is it for you now that you're like? Is this your first time working with the WNBA?
Yeah, first time ever. It's crazy though, because I remember back when I was playing like in high school, it's like I would love to go to WNBA and to be able to now like have those dots connect, but through DJing, it's crazy.
That's crazy. And I was like, I wonder
Yeah.
if there are other like DJs that used to play ball or like
Yeah,
was
I
it
don't know. I
like
know in my field, I'm the only one that I know of.
yeah, legit one of a kind. I love that for you. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So of course you did say you had dreams of being a part of the WNBA, but coming up playing ball, like did you have any certain basketball player that you looked up to that you was like,
Oh,
this
yes. Ever
cool.
since Candace Parker, ever since from University Tennessee days, that was like number one for me.
I love that. I love
And
it.
and Tina Thompson too at the time.
So how old were you when you started playing ball?
I was 6 years old, and I played all the way up to I think I was like 19.
What?
Yeah, that was my whole life. Like when I had to stop, I was like, I do not know what I'm going to do, but things came naturally.
Yeah. So okay, so you said it came naturally. So how did you naturally transition over into wanting to be a part of the Navy?
Well, because I wanted to travel the world. That was like number one. And two was I wanted to get the rest of my school paid for because I had like 3 extra years and I wasn't gonna be on scholarship anymore. And I know the military like paid for everything. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go in, do what I gotta do. And at the time I was really interested in working with the CIA too. So I was like, I'll go get military background and when I leave, go work for the CIA. But then I went in and things completely changed. I didn't travel anywhere, but I finished school and then I found DJing.
I do want to talk to you about just transitioning
Yeah.
because life be tough sometimes, and you can find yourself just being like not even stuck, but just being like complacent or just
Yeah.
comfortable, saying, "Okay, I'm comfortable right here. I'm able to like live my life and do A, B, and C and D." So,
Yeah.
how was it transitioning from okay, I can't play basketball, so now I'm going to Navy? And then you're like, okay, well, coming back, and I want to DJ, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I want to be a producer, and now you're like getting awards and getting nominated for production. So, how do you like not be fearless and just continue to go for it?
I honestly don't know. I think ever since I was little, I always like if I had my mind set on something, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to let anyone stop me. I'm not going to let any like challenges in the way stand in the way. I'm going to find a way to get it done. And if it doesn't work, then okay, maybe let me find a different avenue. But I think just with going from the basketball to the Navy, it was just finding different things that I found interesting and actually like putting myself fully into it and seeing how it worked out. And so it was easy for me. I was easy with change. It really wasn't too hard for me to like find my place and get situated and go at it.
That's amazing. I love it.
Yes.
So, did you? What challenges did you face during that time? I feel like you just it's just giving like an athlete mentality. I know, like,
No, very true. Very true. Honest, that's probably what it was. Because um, And I think the Navy, I was just like, it wasn't a challenge for me. I was kind of like at my second or third year, I was like, yeah, that's not for me. And so I was like, you know what, let me try to find other things to like keep me occupied. Cause even during that time, I was like going through depression, anxiety, because I kept doing the same thing every day. And I was losing my mind doing that. And it was just, it was a lot. So I was so happy, like when I finally got out of it, found something like basically DJ kind of saved me because I was just so invested into that. I didn't have to think about, going to work every day, doing the same thing, putting on the uniform. It was just a lot.
And I find a lot of because I used to dance in college.
Yeah.
We were part of the athletic department too, and I find a lot of my like athletic friends from college that were on like full scholarships, and they were on this certain routine all 4 years because it was like, okay, I wake up, go to practice, then we
Yeah.
got class, and I got practice again, and I go to sleep and do it all over again. So sometimes I find that when we graduate and move on to the real world, it's kind of hard for them to navigate because they're so used to being on this one routine and having
Yeah.
school paid for and having your meals already prepped out for you.
True.
So, what advice would you give to somebody that kind of wants to transition out of being an athlete and just like going into like creative fields?
Don't be afraid to take the risks. Know that, there it's not going to be easy. It really isn't. Like you really have to be dedicated and, consistent and just be willing to accept whatever comes your way.
Okay, so I know that being a DJ, you got into production.
Yes.
So, what made you say, okay, not only do I want to spin the music, I want to make the music?
Well, because I knew in like dance music, you weren't really going to go anywhere if you didn't have your own music of your own. And like when I was little too, I would mess around, create beats, and then like write poetry over to it because I was like a huge Tupac fan, still is. But during that time, I was just writing poetry and creating songs. So it's kind of weird how in that time it kind of came back to what I'm actually doing now and what I actually love. So it was just me knowing like if I want to progress in my career, I have to create my own music. And so as soon as I got out the military at the end of 2020, I went into school for music production, probably like a few months right after I got out and went dived into it. And now we're here.
So, would you say your specialty is house music,
Yes.
electro? Okay.
Yes.
So why did you pick? Well, I wouldn't say pick that genre because I feel
Yeah.
like people probably know if you're going to. But what's so special about house music that you just adore?
I just love that people just dance. They just be themselves. No one's like trying to put on a front. No one's trying to, look the best. Everyone's just coming as they are and just enjoying, and they're all there for the joy of the music.
You
And
know,
the music dope too. And I love like the soul that like a lot of house music has. It's crazy.
for sure. And I feel like with even just today's generation, like just about every hip hop song, like because I'm be in the clubs a lot, so every
Yeah.
hip hop song has like a TikTok dance or some
Yeah.
type of
No.
scroll to it. I feel like house music, you just free. We gonna jump around. We gonna party. We gonna step. We just
Yeah. Do what you got to do. And it'll work.
exactly. Some of the clubs I be in looking like a dance recital.
No, trust. I went to a club last week. And it was my first club I ever went to in a while because I stopped going out. But I was just like, yo, what is going on here? I was like, what is
Like and it's like cameras out because somebody hitting the TikTok.
TikTok? Yeah.
It's crazy. It is crazy. Okay, so not only, of course, are you a female DJ, but a female athlete as well. So, what do you think that some of the struggles are that you face today being a female athlete, or even just being both? Because I just did like a roundtable with a couple of female DJs. It was two DJs from Chicago and DJ Rose Gold. She was on tour with Chloe just now, and I feel like y'all don't get as much credit as you should as a female DJ.
Well, no, especially in like the electronic music scene, which was like dominated at the time. Well, it originated from like Black and LGBTQ communities, but then it kind of switched over to being like straight white males, and that's it. And so now coming into that as myself, where there wasn't a lot of females that looked like me at all. I think there was like one or two, but they weren't on the level of these other guys. So I think those challenges of just being able to make your way through and being able to command that respect is always a challenge because some people be like, oh, she's a female, and we rather just book our regular dudes that we always do. So I think those challenges are always there, but you just have to, keep working at it. And I always tell myself I have to work like 10 times harder than anyone, whether it's, a white male, white female. I have to work 10 times harder because I have two things against me, that I'm a female and I'm a black as well.
For sure. So how do you feel like you brand yourself to kind of stand out from the crowd?
Just being myself, because no one else in the world can be that. And I think that's it really has helped. Just me being authentically me, and that's it.
I love your fashion sense
Oh,
too.
no, thank you. Yeah, it's very 90s based,
I
sexy.
love it. That's my favorite era of life.
Same, same,
For
same.
sure. I love it. I definitely love it. I'm like, yes, sis can dress. Um, I was very interested to see. I was scrolling through your Instagram and I saw that you bought a car.
Yeah.
And I was very interested to see that it was it a Honda?
Yes, I love my Hondas.
Okay.
My Hondas.
I was with some of my students and I was like, oh, look, she got a car. And then we clicked it and it was like, oh, she got a Honda, but it was like a hybrid or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like their new sports touring. It was like some limited edition thing. I was like, yeah, I want that because I wanted something faster.
Hmm.
I love driving fast, but it was perfect for me.
I love that for you. I'm like, she could have got like a Bentley or something
I
like that,
know.
but I love that you got your Honda. And you
And
was so,
that's all I need.
I feel it.
All I need.
I feel it. I got my Chevy Equinox, and I'm like,
And I barely drive it because I'm never here. So it would just be sitting in the garage if I got anything like crazy expensive.
true. See, and I hate driving.
And see, I love driving. That's the thing.
What about you? No,
I
I
love
hate
it.
driving. I feel like driving is a waste of time. First thing I'm gonna do when I make it where I need to make it is get a
Yeah,
job
driver.
for
I
sure.
was- But see, my driver has to be able to drive. He has to drive like me because if they don't drive like me, it's gonna drive me up the wall. So that's probably why I love driving.
I feel that. I feel that for sure. So, of course, home opener for the Chicago Sky is May 26th. I'm excited. I know you're crazy
Yes,
excited, especially this
yes,
is your first time working with the Chicago Sky.
it's crazy.
Um, so let's talk about how I feel. Well, I think the world feels like we should pay more attention and support our WNBA players because,
No, definitely.
especially when we win championships in some of the biggest cities like Chicago, and we have
True.
people like Candace Parker on
Yeah.
ESPN now. Like, what ways do you feel like the industry can help support the WNBA more?
Yeah, honestly, it all starts with the media. The media giving basically the WNBA that space, giving them the promotions, the marketing. They need that because that's. But if people constantly see it, then they're like, okay, maybe we should go because it's always in their minds. Like the NBA, they're constant. I see it everywhere. Everywhere you go, you see NBA, and I think the WNBA needs that as well.
No, for sure, definitely for sure. Especially, I feel, of course, Kens, we won.
Yeah,
It was what, last year? Year before last?
I think it was last year.
Last year we won the championship, and of course we had the parade and everything like that. But even I felt like as a Chicagoan, we could have done more.
Right.
Like we need to see more banners up now, things like that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of excited to be working with the Chicago Sky this season and just be able to continue to have a platform to shine
Right.
a light on our home team because
Ain't
they
nobody else gonna do it.
the Bulls ain't did it yet.
I know. That's
For
so true.
sure. So, doing everything that you're doing, do you get overwhelmed at all? And how do you de-stress?
I think there are times when I get overwhelmed, especially when like back to back shows or like I need to finish this track or I'm waiting on this person to do this. It just sometimes you just have to take a break and step back, get off your phone, and sometimes I'll lay in my bed and just watch movies all day. I won't talk to anybody. I just decompress because you need that time to do so because it is a lot.
You need those, especially
Yeah.
working in a creative field where you're having to constantly either entertain someone or
Yeah.
communicate with somebody. Like I have days where I literally will binge watch.
Yep.
I'm watching Smallville right now. I found Smallville on
Oh,
somebody.
yeah, I know Smallville.
Yes, I was so excited. I've been watching Smallville. I'm on like season.
Yeah.
It's like 10 seasons. So
Oh, that'll keep you occupied.
yes, for sure. A full day of Smallville
Yeah.
would de-stress me for sure.
But no, you definitely need it to stay sane for real because a lot of people are like constantly at it, at it, at it, and they burn out so quick. But I make sure to always have that time to myself.
Yeah, I love that for you. So where do you see yourself in, let's say, 5 years? Because I thought you just kind of switching up,
Yeah.
dibbling, dabbling in a whole lot of different entities. So like, what else do you have planned for yourself?
Well, I would love to get back into acting. We'll see if that. But I really love DJing. So honestly, it's kind of hard to get me away from that. But would love to dibble and dabble into that and just to continue doing what I'm doing and working with, dope artists that are coming in and just traveling the world. Like I'm simple. I don't need much.
I feel that you're a minimalist. I'm a
Yes.
minimalist too.
No,
Like,
for
I don't
real.
need much. just what I love to do, and
Exactly.
be able to live my life financially the way I want
Yeah, yeah, comfortably. That's all you need. Nothing crazy.
for sure. So you mentioned working with different artists. So who are some of your favorite artists to work with right now?
Ooh, I would love to work with. There's a rapper slash singer called Dochi. She's new onto the scene.
I love Doechii. I interviewed her.
Yeah, I have a song for her. I'm like, I'm waiting for my manager to get back to me so I can send it to her because I'm like, I need that.
She is amazing. She reminds me of like Beyonce.
Yeah, it's just her vibe is crazy. It's so
Every everything. Like
yeah.
she's the one. She's the one for sure. I love her. Definitely love her.
Yeah.
Any other artists?
Rihanna, if ever she comes out of retirement, but if not, I respect it. I totally respect it.
Okay, still waiting on this album. We keep getting babies.
Yeah, I don't know. We're getting everything else but it.
Okay, we getting babies, lingerie, skincare.
You know what? I'm a buy and I'm support, but
For
I ain't
sure.
gonna complain.
For sure. For sure. Okay, so May 26th. I was gonna say
Yes.
May 16th. May 26th. We're at Chicago Sky for the home opening. Just any last words? Like, how is this moment for you? Or maybe you gotta wait until you actually.
Well, no, everything still is so surreal to me. Nothing has hit me at all. Like all the stuff that I've been through, all the people I've met, everything that's happened, I just still feel like my regular self. So I don't know. Everything is like a flash. It happens so quick, and so it's
It's
hard
just
for me to like really get into
yeah,
it.
for sure, for sure, for sure. Are you? I saw you was DJing somewhere else that night too in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm playing at Spy Bar later that night.
Okay, I like Spy
Yes.
Bar. I have to slide through,
No, please do. Please
check
do.
it out for sure. Let everybody know where they could find you, and we will see you on the 26th for the home
Yes,
opening
yes.
game.
Well, you guys can find me on Instagram at Honeyluv, LUV, on Twitter, Honeyluv Music.
Okay, girl. I will talk to you later. See you on
Okay.
26th.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Talk to you later.
Bye.